Greetings from Insurance Institute of India. We are happy to present the fifth episode of Milestones, a series of short interviews to showcase major changes, new happenings in Indian insurance industry that had or would have far-reaching effects on the industry. In the earlier episodes, we covered setting up of a new unified regulatory authority for banking, insurance and capital markets for international financial centers in India. Then in the next one, supportive role of IRDAI, the regulator during the COVID-19 pandemic period, followed by information on IPOs of insurance companies. And in the fourth episode, we discussed about the role of technology in managing the insurance in future. To give his insights on the growth and transition of Indian insurance industry, today we have with us Sri G. Srinivasan, Director, National Insurance Academy. Welcome, sir, on this III social media initiative, Milestones. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We go on straight to our job because we would like to know as much as possible in the shortest of the time that we could get from you. With your long experience in the Indian general insurance industry, could you list out some actions or decisions that you were privy to and which had a major and lasting impact on the Indian general insurance industry?
First of all, I would like to thank Insurance Institute of India and Mr. Godbole for giving me this opportunity. Insurance Institute of India is my alma mater because I got myself trained and then I did my fellowship in the institution. So thank you very much. Coming to this topic of what are the important changes which have happened, I will just look at the last 20 years, 2 decades since liberalization happened. The first major change was obviously the opening up of the insurance sector to private players. That really resulted in a lot of changes in the insurance sector. And today we have so many companies contributing to higher insurance penetration or market. The other thing which happened simultaneously was setting up of the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, which subsequently was called as IRDAI. The regulator, really, laid a very good roadmap for development of the insurance market. So that's the first important change I could think of happening in the year 2000. The second is I will go to 2007 when de-tariffing happened, which was a major change in terms of opening up of the insurance sector, especially from the point of view of rates and also giving a little bit of freedom on the policy wordings. I would say that this change has had its both positives and negatives. The positives was, it laid a lot of focus on underwriting skills. The negative was the premium rates fell down substantially. So the market, had to really struggle hard to bring in some kind of a, stability, which the market is still struggling to, find some solution to this problem. But that's a big change impacting the industry. The third one, which happened in the same year, is the formation of the motor pool. Why I'm saying this is, motor third party was a major issue for the insurance industry and really contributed to huge losses for the general insurers for many years. The formation of the pool, followed by the decline motor pool, brought in a lot of focus on this portfolio, and then subsequently we were able to get increase in prices. A formula was, laid down by the regulator for giving increased premiums. I think that has contributed to stability in the sector. Today, if motor third party is reasonably doing well, I think that was largely due to the formation of the pool and creating a focus on this portfolio. The other important change is obviously the reforms initiated by the government, increasing FDI from 49 to 74%. Today, I see a lot of international players showing interest in the Indian market, and I could really see a lot of them coming into the market in the coming days. One more thing I can talk of is in 2017 when the listing of insurers happened, when ICICI Lombard, GIC and New India got listed, and subsequently a few more players got listed. I think it brought into increase the profile of the insurance sector, also brought in more transparency in the sector. I think that was a very welcome move. I'm sure many more insurers will follow this in the coming years. Finally, the current reforms initiative of the regulator and also the government, especially focused on ease of doing business. I'm sure that this will be a very important change. This is still happening, work in progress. And these are some of the important things I could really see in the last 20 years contributing to the growth of the sector.
Thank you, sir, so much in giving us in a nutshell as to which were those landmark things that have transformed this insurance industry of India. And we are very much happy that a person who has seen all this transformation and transition has now taken over a new role as head of an academic institution of repute working in the area of insurance. And we are all looking forward to your ideas as to how the academic institutions will also give their helping hand to this industry in transforming itself to a new era. What do you think, sir, is the academia to offer to the Indian insurance industry to ensure its effectiveness and viability in future?
See, insurance is a knowledge-based line of business. So the insurers need to be skilled, reskilled constantly. We see the risks are changing, the insurance products are changing, the environment is changing. Insurers need to be constantly updated. And also the insurance sector, as it is growing phenomenally, needs a lot of talent to really manage growth. So I see a very important role for the academic institutions, the insurance space, to contribute to the insurance sector. Of course, it's a little unfortunate there are only a few institutions of repute in this space. Of course, I must compliment Insurance Institute of India for doing a phenomenal job over the years in terms of insurance education. We at National Insurance Academy also been contributing to the increase in knowledge base of the insurance sector. Every year we train about 7,000 insurance professionals on various facets of insurance. And very importantly, we train these youngsters. We run this 2-year PGDM program. So we have now contributed more than 1,000 such youngsters to the insurance sector who are today occupying key positions both in India and abroad. Because insurance needs these youngsters. We need to put insurance as a very important career opportunity for the youngsters, and we need talent in the insurance sector. And we also need to do a lot of research on areas of insurance which will contribute to the development of the sector. Also, the academic institutions have been contributing to the policy making as a kind of think tank to the regulator and also on the government as to what exactly can be done to increase penetration and also how to manage insurance sector in this country. So all of us have been doing a great job, but we need to do more. We need probably more institutions. Clearly, I'm sure the insurers and the insurance sector policymakers will take the institutions help in really contributing to the progress of the sector in the coming years.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for those insights. I am fully agreeable with what you are suggesting is that looking at the ever-changing external environment, the academia has a big role. Actually, there have been disruptive forces which are being seen by the players, and there is definitely a role for academic institutions to help the industry. Maybe if I can supplement with what you are saying is that there are going to be certain new things which have already been adopted elsewhere, and our industry is still to take it up. It could be in the form of say maybe adopting risk-based capital, or then preparing ourselves and making ourselves ready for the cyber risk, etc. We have definitely a role to play. Talking about the disruptive forces that I was saying, sir, do you envisage a shake-up in the Indian insurance industry? And that would necessitate drastic changes beyond, of course, what academic institutions will provide in the form of, say, structures, operations, reporting systems, and regulations. Maybe I'm coming back to your role as someone who has led this industry for more than a decade very ably. So this question comes back to as an industry expert, sir.
See, today, the whole economy, society, they are all seeing tectonic changes. Not only changes are happening very rapidly. Nobody can really foresee what's going to happen in the next 5 years. So that's the kind of scenario we're witnessing at this point of time. And insurance sector is going to be no exception to this. Insurance sector has seen many changes, but the kind of changes we are seeing in the last 5 years are very, very rapid. The pandemic was also a period which ushered in a lot of changes in terms of digital. So clearly, I see a lot of changes happening. Insurtechs are really, disrupting the insurance sector. Today, I see at least 200 to 300 insurtech companies entrepreneurs who have no knowledge of insurance, but clearly just having technology, finding out very interesting methods of making customer experience very good, or really coming out with a lot of solutions. So this is also going to change the way insurance is being done in our country. Government as well as regulators are also, bringing in a lot of changes, reforms. A lot of new things have been announced, so that will also bring in a lot of changes in the sector, add to insurance penetration. Very importantly, the customer expectations are also changing very fast. See, customers are not just accepting whatever the insurance industry is giving. They are saying, I want this, I want solutions to my problems, I want risk-based solutions. So the industry has to, rise up to their expectations, make things simple, make things more transparent, give them solutions rather than just products, and improve the claim settlement process to meet the expectations of the customers. And also, finally, I also see, with the FDI going up to 74%, a lot of global companies coming into this market, bringing in best practices from abroad. So that will also have a profound impact on the market. So I clearly see the next few years as period of intense change in the insurance sector. And I think the academic institutions will have to really play a lead role in preparing the industry to face these challenges and grab the opportunities which is happening in this market.
It is so true, as we said, that you have seen the industry and you are also there now to uh, offer the helping hand for shaping up the industry for future. We have noted, sir, that the academics will definitely be working through the research and through the specific trainings that would be required for the industry so as to stand very firmly. And you have also really touched on the important point is that it is not only the structures or operations as I was putting it in my question, but it is more to do with what the customer needs. The customer if needs if are changing, then it is not enough to actually change your methods and structures, but the products will also have to undergo a major change. So to become more customer friendly, and at the same time, you also have mentioned that actually the proof is in making the claims payment. When a claim is to be paid, it has to be paid, and when a fraudulent claim is there, you have to stop that. So if these two things are being done, then the faith of the people in this particular industry will also go up. Very rightly, sir, you have pointed all that out. I would also like to know, sir, from you, India is a major world power in making. Now, there are no kind of issues in accepting this as a fact. But on the norms of insurance penetration and insurance density, India is still far away from the leaders. Does Indian insurance sector have the capability of rising fast, catching up with the overall economic growth, and emerge as an insurance and reinsurance hub? I think this we have been talking as a concept for a very long time, but we would definitely look forward to your views as to how to make this happen. And is it really a dream, or it is actually capable of converting it into an action?
See, one thing is Indian insurance sector has grown rapidly in the last decade. We're looking at a growth of 15 to 16% CAGR, has been the growth of both life and non-life sectors. But clearly, this is not enough. Our penetration density levels are clearly not comparable to many other countries of the world, even some of the emerging economies in Asia and South America. So we need to do a lot. So basically, there are two important aspects. One is, are the customers fully aware of the concept of insurance and the various products? I must say that the awareness level is increasing. The pandemic, while it had many negatives, for the insurance sector, it has created a huge awareness about the need and importance of insurance. Today, you ask anyone, they will say that health insurance is absolutely necessary, life insurance is absolutely necessary. So I think the perception of insurance not being a very important need, which was prevalent in the Indian market, has changed very rapidly in the last 2 years. So awareness is going up. The Indian economy, as you said, is really doing very well compared to many other economies. And we're really looking at India becoming the third largest economy in the next 20 years. So Indian economic growth obviously means that there is going to be more industrialization, more things to be insured, and the standard of living of the people going up, disposable incomes increasing. So people also as individuals would also need a lot of insurance. So I feel, the increase in awareness and India's economic growth are really going to drive the growth in the insurance sector in the coming days. But clearly we have to do a few things. The regulators and the government have also been doing that. But well, I must compliment the government for really bringing in a lot of these major schemes, which has taken insurance to the breadth and nooks and corners of the country. For example, the Suraksha Bima Yojana, we today have about 24 crore people being covered under personal accident cover. Jeevan Jyoti Yojana, 10 crore people being covered in life insurance cover. Ayushman Bharat, we are talking of 50 crore people being covered in health insurance. Crop insurance, 6 crore farmers being provided cover. So actually insurance has touched people across the country, and people know that there is something called insurance which is going to help them in case of need. So the insurance sector has to really capitalize on this. I must compliment the regulator for coming out with many far-reaching reforms to make sure that there are more players in the insurance sector, the distribution is strengthened, and very importantly to focus on digital, because India being a huge country and we're talking of 140 crore population, you need digital to reach out to people. And with the government also pushing digital, we clearly see digital works everywhere. It's not that it works only in urban areas. Many of the social schemes are today running through digital means. So the insurance sector will have to use digital in a very big way to reach out to the people, make sure that everyone gets adequately insured. So I think this is what I clearly see. Maybe the next 7 to 10 years, India will progress very rapidly and to be on levels comparable to many of the developed economies in terms of insurance penetration and reach. And talking of India being a reinsurance hub, I mean, this has been the aspiration of the Indian market, because we have everything. We have major players, we have the capital, we have the talent, we speak English. So we have everything to become a reinsurance hub, and the reinsurance regulations have also enabled many foreign reinsurers to come and set base here. And then the IFSC, which is in Gandhinagar, is also doing a lot of things to encourage reinsurers to come into the Indian market. I think it's just a matter of time before India emerges as a reinsurance hub for the whole world. So I'm very optimistic and positive as to what will happen in the coming years.
I think that is great from an expert like you. If you're showing that kind of a positive view, that is what we all needed. In fact, what we could catch up from all this discussion that we had with you is there is an ecosystem which definitely exists with us. The regulator is very friendly. The government is taking its efforts to do a lot of programs which will ensure the inclusive insurance. And the technology is going to help us to reach to the destinations that we have been planning and talking for last so many years. But we take it very positively, sir, that maybe then next 5 to 7 years is the time where we see a very rapid growth and development of the insurance sector in India, which among the financial services is being seen as a bit of a laggard in India, but it will catch up with the banking and security markets, and will be seen as an important destination for all in the ecosystem. I think there we can end this discussion by saying that the academic institutions are doing a great job. We at Insurance Institute of India are moving even to the lowest level in the schools and making a curriculum at CBSE level to have one subject on risk management and insurance, that this has been given to them at an early stage. Maybe we are also looking at creating awareness at different levels. And then you have also informed us that at an employability level, the institutes like NIA and a few others in India are also creating the much required talent that the industry will absorb, and then make this industry as a very strong and viable industry. Sir, thank you so much for your time and giving us all these insights in such a easy looking way, but only someone with such a lot of experience and who has taken all these initiatives to again come back to the academics and guide this particular industry. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Milestones.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this. Thank you. Thank you.